I'm Daniela Federici, and for over 3 decades, I've looked to the world to inspire my journey as a leading fashion and celebrity photographer. Over the course of my career, I've been fortunate to work with some of the most iconic musicians and actors, as well as campaigns for luxury fashion and travel brands. I first came to do the Guess Jeans campaign. I did all the work with Nicole Smith. In my early 20s, arriving at Guess and seeing all these incredible photography by all the iconic photographers that I admired, and to think that I might be doing this campaign, it was lovely. It was exciting. It was like winning the lotto. And just from the cachet of the Guess campaign, I actually did Mariah Carey's album cover. That first year I did a shoot for Vanity Fair and pretty much every major magazine. So I had a great running start. I love traveling. The immerse into that new culture really is inspiring. I work a lot with Condé Nast Traveler, my dear friend Mark Connolly, and we travel around the world doing great shoots. We're in Costa Rica shooting models ziplining through rainforests to princesses in palaces in India. Throughout my career, with every career highlight, there's been a major issue. The first big meeting, I had to go to New York to meet Anna Wintour. We're on the plane, we had a plane crash landing. We lost an engine. First Guess campaign, we had to evacuate with Hurricane Andrew. A few more crash landings, to quicksand, to terrorist attack when I tried to do my TV show. We were caught up in the Mumbai terrorist attack. My son at the time was 2 years old, and all I could think of, I've got to get home because I've got to be a mother, I've got to get out of here. And it looked like we weren't getting out. We kind of all hugged each other and held hands and to die, because we were going to die of smoke asphyxiation. And after a harrowing 48 hours, my team managed to get 65 people out. We are so bloody lucky. And that's kind of how I kind of move forward with it, because you have to be grateful. Life is so fragile and it can go in a moment. And I think when you have these sort of situations, it makes you really grateful for everything you have.
Having personally survived the Mumbai terrorist attack, it's an honour and a privilege to be invited back to this symbol of India's resilience.
This is the second time I've worked with elephants in India with Daniela Federici. Apparently they were both girls. This one was slightly better behaved than the other, but all very sweet and very right to be fronting the new campaign for the Taj Hotel Group.
Around this time, I was asked to speak on a Louis Vuitton panel for luxury travel with the designer Kim Jones about the future of luxury. I was also asked to speak at UNESCO in Paris about sustainability in the fashion world. And I started feeling guilty for shooting fashion as the industry had changed. With the way the world's changing, with AI coming, people are going to have less work, and with less work, less money. So we have to think about how to live in places that are affordable, not so expensive, you're not on a treadmill, and places that bring you happiness, that fulfill your soul. And for me, I was looking at Mexico, I was looking at Marrakesh, I was looking at Vietnam, but Bali's always been a special place that I've loved. Bali became my happy place. I love the culture, the ceremony, and the creative community, as well as the beautiful geography. There are so many dynamic international people here doing amazing work while respecting nature and the local culture. I find there are more like-minded people here in Bali, and it's not only about making money. On the contrary, people are successful, but they're driven by a better quality of life. So as soon as my son Oscar was off to college and I had fulfilled my motherly duties, I decided to move to Bali in search of a more balanced and fulfilling lifestyle. And that about brings us up to now. So come and meet some of my friends who have also taken a leap of faith and moved to Bali to start their next chapter in paradise.